And today we're back with
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, she had the thing I love. How was she from? I don't know. Rock she wears and go low.
Hey you guys, and today we are back with another video. Sorry again for being MIA, but I'm back for real this time. Schedule and all. So as you can see by the title of my video and me being in my uniform, today's video will be a military related video. So you gotta keep on watching, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications. Also, make sure you comment, share, and give this video a big thumbs up, okay? And also, if you see me looking to the side, I'm looking at my computer. So let's get right into it. So in today's video, we will be talking about how I take leave while being on active duty status, getting leave days, and the whole 9 yards. So let's just get into it. It's plain and simple, nothing too hard to understand. So basically every fiscal year, which is from October to September, throughout that year you get 30 days. So every month you get 2.5 days. Trust me, them days hard to come back. But you get 2.5 days every month. And you have up until 60 days. You have up until where you hit 60 days where they start taking. It becomes use or lose. So if you don't take leave for 2 years, that's 60 days. And the minute that hits 61, that becomes a use or lose day. So anything over 60 days, it becomes use or lose days. Whereas you either use it or you lose it. And if you don't, you suck. I'm sorry for you. But basically, let's say you go over 60 days, right? Let's say you have 65 days. You have to use those days before October 1st or it will be gone. It will be vanished. Don't look back for it because inaga day. No look back from, period. Simple, point blank. It's nothing too hard. But basically, your commander should allow you to take leave. You're entitled to your leave days. So as long as anything is not going on, well, it really depends on your unit's SOP. If nothing's going on for a specific period that you want to take leave, you submit your leave form, your DA 31, you submit your leave form up to your NCO support channel, gets to your commander, and it's up to your commander whether he approves or he disapproves your leave. 9 times out of 10, let's say 8 times out of 10, your leave will get approved if there's nothing going on. If you're a bad soldier, I don't know what to say in that case, but I mean, you still are entitled to your leave, so they will give you your leave. But basically, it's like, let's say for instance, you have a mission and you have an emergency. If you have an emergency, you can take an emergency leave. But let's say somebody's getting married, somebody's graduating, and you have an exercise or a mission is taking place, that is up to your commander if he chooses to approve you going on leave or not. That is entirely up to your commander. Really and truly, everything's up to your commander as far as I see it, right? Everything's up to your commander. But you are allowed to submit your leave. You just gotta hope and pray that it gets approved, right? So it's best for you to know your company's schedule. I mean, things can happen at any point in time, but once you know your schedule, you can plan your stuff. You can plan your leave geared towards that. Like, let's say, okay, for the whole month of April, we're gonna be busy. Then May, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't got nothing planned. Y'all just sitting at your company. you could try to submit your leave and just hope and pray that it gets approved. Just hope and pray it gets approved. Period. But like, let's say somebody's really getting married. You have your mom's getting married, your dad's getting married, your brother's getting married, your cousin's graduating and stuff like that, and that mission is going on. It's up to your commander if he wants to approve it or not. Okay? It's really nothing much else to it, right? For me, in my case, like last year, as you can see by one of my previous videos, I went home for my brother's graduation. I went home for a week. And for a video before that, you seen that I was in Poland where I got promoted. Everybody else was still back in Poland. They brought me while there were still people there, so I became ready for a week, and then I went home that Friday for my brother's graduation. My commander was nice enough to approve my leave. He was nice enough to approve my leave. He didn't have to. He could have said that, hey, we needed you out there in Poland. But he took the fault. He took it under his wing, and he took it. Okay, yeah, you know, we could just forfeit Pain. Okay, Pain could come for this amount of time, and then she could leave and go home for her brother's graduation and stuff like that. So for a case like that, yeah, they can approve it. No, they don't have to. But if your commander wants to, he can. You just have to submit it. I always tell people, don't be afraid to submit your leave. Don't. Especially if you know there's nothing going on. What's the least they could say? No. That's the least they could say. Is it gonna hurt you? Maybe. But is it gonna kill you? No. You know, it's not gonna kill you. But you are entitled to your leave. You just have to plan according to your unit's agenda. Okay? Don't go getting up in something, you know, like because you don't want to go somewhere, and if your commander is that nice to allow you to go on leave, don't do that. Just be a part of the activities and call it a day. That was my brother. That was my youngest brother, and we've always been around each other until I left to join the military. So I really wanted to go home, and I explained to my commander, and he approved my leave for me to go home. So it could be a case like that. If somebody passed away, somebody immediate passed away, you're entitled to emergency leave as well. If you get pregnant, you're entitled to maternity leave as well. So you have leave for everything. You get injured, you're entitled to convalescent leave. It's basically like a time where you gotta go home to rest up yourself. That's all, okay? How I travel while being on active duty, like I said, I went home. I planned ahead. I planned ahead because I don't want to be I don't want to be caught up. I don't want to have to pay thousands of dollars for a plane ticket when I know that I could at least try to plan ahead. Go ahead, submit my leave in advance instead of waiting last minute to submit my leave. And if it gets approved, then I go ahead and start to plan my leave. I have a trip coming up as well too. So it's basically, you just got to plan ahead. You got to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ever ask questions, because there's always somebody who's going to help you, especially with your leave, because everybody want to go on leave. Okay, don't think that, oh, they're not going to approve it. You never know. Just submit it. Just submit it. Submit it. If you want to submit it early, submit it early. You get everything out the way. Submit it early, so you know, okay, hey, I'm not rushing to do this, I'm not rushing to do that. Especially if you're not a person who's accustomed of having to rush to things. You like to do things early in advance. With plane tickets, you want to get that as early as possible. You really want to. So you could spread out. If you want to get clothes, you could get clothes for your trip. You could do all you want to do. But you just have to plan ahead. You could take leave if you want to. Don't let anybody tell you that, oh, you can't take leave. What's the point of them giving it to you then if you can't take it? You may not be able to take it right there and then, but allow your command team to tell you, hey, no, you can't take it this time, but you can take it this time. Don't listen to somebody, some other person who's probably not even in your unit or in your brigade, battalion, or anything whatsoever. Do not allow that person to tell you that you cannot take your leave. Don't do that. You go through your command team and SEAL support channel and let them be the ones to decide, because they are the ones that you're there with every day. Them the one you go work to every day. So why are you gonna let somebody who not even in your company tell you, oh, you can't submit your leave, oh, they're not gonna prove it. They don't know your commander. They don't know your first sergeant. They do not know them. They may think they know them because, or maybe that's how they first sergeant or their commander acts to them, but that's not you don't know. There's nothing wrong. The least they can tell you, I know. Is it gonna hurt you? Man, you better grow. So listen, okay? If you want to submit your leave, submit your leave. You get 30 days every year. So why not? Why not? You bound to get it. And then once you hit use or lose, you are entitled to use those days before the 1st of October. Okay? Don't let nobody discourage you. You want to go on a trip? You can sit down and plan your trip and all that stuff. Grab a group of friends and plan your trip. Make sure you submit your leave. Don't go spending money on something if you know your leave is not approved as yet. Because if it's not approved, if they disapprove that leave and you done spent money on a plane ticket, you better hope and pray that airline is giving you back all your money. You better hope and pray that airline, that hotel, that Airbnb, you better hope and pray you can get back your money that you already spent before knowing that your leave was approved or disapproved. That's really on you. If they told you, hey, okay, yeah, your leave is approved, boom, go ahead, buy that plane ticket, get you some bathing suits, do everything that you have to do in advance, okay? Don't sit down and wait because somebody tell you, oh no, they're not gonna approve it. Did your commander tell you that? Did he tell you he's not gonna approve it? He never told you that. He or she never told you that. So why are you going to listen to somebody else? All I gotta tell you is you get 30 days a year, every year, and you still get paid while you're on leave. Can't get no better than that, okay? It can't get no better than that. So you might as well submit your leave and enjoy your time, okay? All work and no play make Jack and Jill 2 dunce, okay? All work and no play make Jack and Jill 2 dunce. So you gotta mix and match. If you need to take even 4 days, you have 4 days and 3 days like every month. There's a 4-day coming up this weekend for St. Patrick's. You have it. Use it. You have these things. They give it to you. Use it. You want to go take a trip to somewhere. You in the States, you want to go to another state? Take your leave. It's not that. You just have to submit it because you never know what your chain of command is going to tell you. You never know. You're going to be afraid for what? And then it comes down to use or lose. You have all them days sitting up. If you don't want to take it, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. But if you want to take it, just submit that DA-31. It ain't going to kill you to submit it, and they're going to kill you if they say no either. It may hurt you. You may be mad. You're like, oh, I don't like them no more. You may be like that. But you never know because you never submitted it. Okay? So that's all I really have to say is submit your leave. You get 30 days. I'm going to keep repeating. It's like I'm a stick record. I'm like a stick record over here. Okay? You get 30 days every year. From October 1st to September 31st for the fiscal year. That's the fiscal year in the military. Okay? So the moment you join, the moment you went to basic training, that is when your leave, your days start racking up. They start racking it up. So the next time you see your LES, you're going to see, okay, maybe I got 2.5 days. Okay. But you always want to make sure that you save days for an emergency. You don't want to just take all your days if you don't have to. You got to save some for emergency. You don't want to be in a hole. They will allow you to be in a hole, but they will not allow you to be in a hole for that long. Okay? You're not going to be at negative days for that long. You're not going to owe the Army days for that long. Okay? But you have to see your options. You have to open your eyes to see, like, hey, submit that leave form, okay? You have the days to submit your leave form. So even if you're a future soldier, or you're a soldier in AIT, or you're even a soldier at your duty station, and somebody's saying, oh, don't submit it, Don't listen to them because you're ruining your opportunities of seeing things in the world. The army, listen, you get paid leave. You ain't gonna use it because somebody tell you, oh no. You do it for yourself because guess what? That person is not gonna tell you when they knew that they couldn't take leave, but they still submitted it. They already said, okay, you can't take leave at this point. They're not gonna tell you they're wrong. You may be at that point where they not doing nothing. They be like, hey, yeah, I'll sign your leave. I'll approve it. But that person's not going to tell you when they submitted a leave form and they had a big old exercise or they had a class going on that they had to go to. They are not going to tell you that. Or they may tell you, but they may try to piece it up to make it look like, oh, my commander and them, they put me in a class knowing that I wanted to go on leave. Da, 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 da. They are not going to tell you the whole truth. So you do it for yourself. You have them days, do it for yourself. But always remember to leave back days. Because you never know, an emergency may happen. Somebody, God forbid, somebody may pass away. And you have to go home. You never know. Okay? Somebody may be sick. Somebody may be getting married. You just don't know. And you don't want to not have any days and then you miss out on what's going on. You know? You never know what it is. So you always want to say you don't want to be in a hole because anything could happen. You know? Anything could happen and you just want to be prepared. Like right now I got like, I think like 20 something days or something like that. I don't remember how much I got. But you just want to be prepared for anything that could happen. And just go travel the world. The army gives you days. Travel. You know, this really wasn't a big topic, so it really wasn't nothing too big or anything like that. I just wanted to come back and let you guys know like small things about the army. You have leave, you can take it. Do not ever be afraid. Okay, if they say like, hey, you know, this time you have to go somewhere, there's no point in submitting leave for that. Oh yeah, we could just take you out the class. Da, 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 da. If it's emergency, yeah, there may be a possibility, but if you just want to go on leave, it's more than likely not going to happen. If it's an emergency or you have to use or lose, and it's coming up to that time where you could lose it, it's going to be, yeah, you could take it, but if it's not that time, then it's going to be hard. Especially know your company's schedule and stuff like that. Yes, things may come down, but plan around that, okay? It's not hard. It's really not. And that's really all that I have on this topic. Just remember, submit your leave, travel the world. You remember that DA31? It gonna help you travel the world. But yeah, that's all I have for today. As I said before, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel with the bell. And I will be back next week with another video of my surprise trip. So, see you guys next time. Peace.